Hey. What y'all been up to? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. So if you are an oldie but goodie, welcome back. And if you are new here, hello, Queen. Such a pleasure to meet you. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to cope when life is lifing. Yeah, how to cope when life is lifing. Now I have about 4 tips that I would like to share of how I cope when life is lifing. But of course, I would love for you to drop in the comments and let me know, how do you cope when life is lifing. Now, I don't really like to use the word cope because to me it feels like you're just putting a band-aid on it. You're not healing from it. So I may try to choose those words a little bit more wisely, but without further ado, y'all know how I am about my chair. I can't let it be exposed. All right. Ooh, there we go. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so quick story time. It's the beginning of the year, and at the end of the previous year, you're getting geared up. You have those things in place that you want to come back. You have an expectation like, this is going to be my best year ever. You got your word of the year. You've created your vision board, and then you look around at your reality and you just like, what the? Is it just me? And so with me knowing how things coming to our lives, what we attract, I'm like, girl, you gotta get it together. Because it's not our surroundings that create our reality. It's us inside, our self-image, our, mental, all that. That's what's creating our reality. So I wanted to just pop in here, give you some quick tips on how to combat those. And these are not the end all be alls, okay? So don't be coming for me in the chat, in the comments. Don't be coming for me in the comment section. But these are just a few tips that has helped me and is helping me because, stuff come up all the time. Like, life is going to be life, but it's how you choose to deal with the things that happen to you. And that's how you overcome, because life is going to do what it do. Like, we're going to have adversity. We're not exempt, but we got to know how to get through it and know that it's better on the other side. Okay, so the first things first is journaling. Now, for me, I used to only like to journal when things are going good, because I don't like to write out like sad things or things that's disturbing to me. And I only used to like to write out when I'm trying to achieve something. So I wasn't just journaling just to be journaling until I was introduced to this book here. I'll link it below. The 100 Days of Believing Bigger. This is a devotional journal. Now, I've had journals, like y'all know. I've had journal galores. They're not in here. Those are mostly my planners, but I've had journals. Prayer journals, just regular journals, focus journals, a lot of journals. But what I'm finding, and why I do love this journal here, is because it gives you, I am a spiritual person. I do believe in God. Okay. So it does give you like a quote from the Bible, but it also gives you a thought. Well, a question, so you can have a thought. I guess I would say that. So let's just say I just turned to one randomly. It says the purpose pathway, good works, like quotes, then good works, right? And then the scripture says, "For we are Christ's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which he prepared in advance for us to do." And then it kind of gives you a breakdown from that Bible verse, what it kind of means, da, 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 and then it poses the question: how do you want to help people? What is something simple you can commit to today? Now, even though this may have nothing to do with your reality and what is going on, it's going to get you to first calm and center yourself, because a lot of times when we are going through the things of the world and life is happening to us, we tend to just want to be busy, so we don't think about it, or we just want to do, so we don't think about it. And then some people are the reverse. They just want to sleep, so they don't think about it, or just want to get to themselves and just think about it too much. Like that's the thing too. But what this is going to do is to prompt you to first calm yourself, center yourself, and be aware. It's okay to be aware. Yes, that's a fact. But the fact that whatever is happening to you in the world, like that's the fact. Let's just take a layoff, for example. Okay, they called you and say, "We no longer need you. Thank you for your service and have a blessed day," type of thing. And you're like, "Oh my God, I have this bill to pay. I have kids. I have a house mortgage. I have car. I have," and you immediately start going to the things you have to pay, because a job normally is you're working it because you want an income, right? And it's so easy to go there. It's harder to figure out or to stem this thought of, what is my next opportunity? This door was shut. So I know there's something more. I know there's something bigger. It's hard to do that, right? Especially in the moment when you don't know. It's the fear of the uncertainty that kind of gives you that pit in the stomach, and you're like, why me? Why me? Why now? Like, seriously. So, journaling, getting it out, first of all, helps. And with these prompts, it'll kind of prompt you to also know how to pray. Because some people, you don't know how to pray. So some people, we don't know how to pray. Like I knew, I can talk. I swear, I can talk. But sometimes my brain be going faster than my mouth, I swear. But I used to pray, and it's like in a wanting, begging way. And then I'm wondering why like things aren't showing up. But as soon as I switched and I started asking for things and appreciating things as if it's already there, Lord, thank you for this new job that I'm about to get. I'm so excited. I don't know what it is, but I know that you have equipped me and I am ready to take on this new endeavor. You see how that prayer is better than, "God, I hope I find a job today. I hope my resume be good, Lord. Let it be good, Lord. Let somebody pick up my resume today." Ugh. It's like doom and gloom. And we ain't here for the doom and gloom, okay? We're here for the up and up. And so that's a different way to pray, as if it's already happened, like thanking in advance, like being grateful. Then you wonder why. Why they say gratitude is like the highest vibrational energy, because it sets you in that place to just be thankful for it already, as if it's already there. And so you're seeing it, and then you're seeing it. You gotta see it here first, and then you can see it in reality. Okay, so journaling, didn't mean to, go on a rant about that, but journaling has really helped me. And then also just focus on the person that I'm becoming, focusing on my future self and not focusing on my reality. And y'all, it's work. It is work. And I'm not saying you can't go in your closet and cry your eyes out because it hurts at the moment. Do that. But don't do it for a long period of time, to a state where you almost feel like you're going into, like a depression or whatever. And y'all, I am no doctor in like psychology and, that stuff. I'm just speaking from, what has helped me, as I said before. So focus on the woman I'm becoming. So that's what I do. I focus on the person that I'm becoming. So even if this thing is happening and I know this is not me, I have to also ask, what was I thinking? How did I get here? And then acknowledge it. That's a fact. But then create a new thought to that so I can pull myself out of that situation. Okay. And get in a good mood. So even when it was like, okay, so I'm not sure if you know, but I lost my job in when I was laid off, I found out 2 months later I was having my son. And that was really hard. It was a really hard pill to swallow. A really hard pill to swallow, wondering if I wanted to bring another life into this world, knowing I didn't have any money. It was hard. It was hard. I'm tearing up now because those emotions are still strong in me. I swear I'm not gonna cry on every video I do here. But in doing that, I also had an inkling to know that I'm gonna be okay. Like, he has brought me through so much. I know he will bring me through again. So let's go. So then I kind of cried. I kind of had that meltdown, trying to figure out, was I not good enough for the company and blah blah blah. And then I was like, no, 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 no. This could be a company decision. They just wanted to, have budget cuts and things of that nature, and you're good. So I had to pull myself out, and then I had to think, because at the time I wasn't making six figures at this job, and I was like, but you said you didn't want to be on call no more. You verbalized that. You thought that. You didn't want to be on that type of schedule anymore. I was like, okay. You said you wanted to be a six-figure career woman. You wanted to move up the career ladder and bring six-figure income into your household. And I was like, okay. So you can kind of see I was thinking those thoughts. And the universe is like, well, if you stay here, I can't give that to you. So I need to remove you from that so I can put you over here, and then you're going to get that. But at that moment, I didn't know that. So it didn't feel good at all. But I knew what I had on my vision board. Matter of fact, I got laid off in around September-ish. August, September, October, somewhere in there, I got laid off. And so, of course, November, December, you kind of thinking about the new year. And of course, on my vision board, I tried to find the biggest bankroll in a magazine that I could find, because I was still doing paper vision boards back then. And if you want to know more about vision boards, you can go check out my vision board video, because I do digital vision boards now, and I just put them on my phone like a screensaver, and I can just hone in on it and look at my vision no matter what. But anywho, I was doing paper poster board vision boards back then. So I had my magazines, and I was like, I want to find the biggest bankroll. And the biggest bankroll was really just a placeholder from who I wanted to become, which was a six-figure career woman. So that was on my vision board for the previous year. So that was like 2014, something like that. And so lo and behold, long story short, 2015, I ended up landing a role maybe almost close to a year after the layoff. So it was about September-ish, maybe October, because I had my baby in September, and I went back to work like the next month. Like, I don't need no more leave. I've been on leave long enough. And so I had my baby in September, and then I went back to work in October, and in that October gig was a six-figure income gig. And I was just like, holy moly, donut shop.
Holy moly donut shop.
Guys, holy moly donut shop.
Holy moly donut shop.
Like, I manifested that. And back then, I really didn't know too much about manifestation. I just kept asking to myself, like, God, you're so faithful to me. You're always showing up and pleasing me, and I'm not that faithful to you. Like, I don't really feel like I'm that stewardship person that you want me to be. Like, if I go to the pearly gates, like, will you let me in? Like, y'all, I can go down a rabbit hole if you need me to, but I'm trying to get out of that. And so I was like, oh my God, I manifested that. But I only manifested that because, as I said, my point number 2 was I more so focused on the woman that I wanted to become, and not hone in and be woe is me on the person that I was right now in the moment, which was a second-time mom with no job, with no career, who felt like she didn't have it going on. But I couldn't stay there. I was there physically for a whole freaking year, but my mind was somewhere else. I remember my best friend saying, "You're the happiest person to be laid off that I've ever seen." Because I did not go get another job. I didn't even go get something small because I didn't want that to look like a reflection on my resume, like, hey, you took this lower, paying job, because I know I wanted a higher paying job. And I was like, I don't know why I just have so much faith that he's going to bring me on the other side of this. And that's what I told her. She was like, you got some strong faith. I'm like, sometimes it feels like the faith of a mustard seed, but they said that's all you need. So there you have it. So that's my second tip. Didn't mean to stay too long on that, but I did. All right, next one is find something therapeutic for you. And if you don't know what that is, you just got to do something and feel and see if it's therapeutic for you. It may or may not be. But for me, I like to clean when I'm feeling a little wonky. But my ultimate one is I like to go and visit my hometown. I like to surround myself by my family because I know that they love and they adore me no matter what. And that brings me so much peace. And so when I'm in a space of peace, I can create a high vibration energy and I can attract more good peace to me. And so I know for me that that's one of my therapeutic situations that I do. Now, if you go back to your hometown, it brings you trauma, don't go. Don't say Keela said go back to my hometown. And I feel 1,000% worse than I did before I came. It's not what I'm saying. Find something therapeutic that works for you. Tip number 3, okay? Now, I didn't stay on that one too long. Next one is, I wrote meditation mindset. And I'm trying to see when I wrote it, what was I really thinking? What was my purpose? Because when we meditate, right, it's basically to calm ourselves, to center ourselves, to stop thinking so much. It's really to try to stop thinking. Y'all, I didn't know how hard it was to try to stop thinking. It's hard to try to not think. It's hard to just focus on your breathing. Cavity up, cavity down. Focus on the rising and falling from your chest. And then I'm like, is the groceries ready to be picked up? The kids, is the bus, it's like you just start thinking about so many other things, but it's okay because when you first start out, it may be a little challenging for you. So an app that helped me when I started meditation was Headspace. It's like a guided meditation, and I don't know, I love the voice of the guy that walks you through this meditation. I think you can start it like a free trial or whatever. I'll try to link the app below for Apple users. I'm not sure if I can link it for Android users. I'll try. But Headspace was a good app for me that kind of helped me learn how to meditate and learn how to stop freaking thinking. And you would just be amazed if you turn your brain off for like 10 minutes. Just meditate for like 5 to 10 minutes. How much better you will feel just by doing those things. So recap. And I don't know what order I was in. Excuse me. So I'm just going to recap really quickly. Okay. So things that helped me cope is, because I'm still doing this, I still use this method. Journaling. I figure out how to get it out and not hold it in. Even if I don't have anybody to talk to, it's going to be out on paper, out of my system, blah, like vomit it all out. Okay. So we're going to journal. And then we're going to focus more so on the woman that we are becoming and not where we are. And that can be anywhere from making sure you're taking the time to visualize, putting all your wants and needs on your vision board and looking at it and honing in on it and just being like, girl, you fire. You came a long way. Look at you. You got this, you accomplished that. And just talk to her. Talk to your future self and let her know how proud you are of her and be in that state of the woman that you're becoming. And then find something therapeutic to do. And like I said, mine was cleaning, and I just go and visit my parents, my hometown or whatever. Of course, I'm not doing that like every single day. Cleaning, I may just do a little cleaning here, and there, but I'm not visiting my hometown every single day. So if that's one way, then you still need to figure out other ways that's therapeutic for you. I would say eating, but I don't know if that's really a healthy habit. Like to just drink when not drink, eat when you're not feeling like your best, because that can cause some overeating, and I don't want to do that. But just find something good, a good therapeutic resolution, if I may say so myself. And I did 3 already. That was so quick. That was 3. And then the last one I said was meditation slash mindset, just getting yourself in a space to not think, to silence the mind. And another thing that I forgot to mention, like when you silence the mind, you also open it up to new thoughts. So even though, let's just say, let's go back to being laid off, okay? And you're wanting to create some type of income so you can have some income because your income was just shut off. Even though you may be meditating and you're not thinking and you're just concentrating on your breathing or whatever, your mind will wander, especially when you're just starting out. So don't feel like, oh, I don't know how to meditate. I just keep drifting off. It's fine, especially when you're new. But what you may encounter is an idea, a download, something that's very clear. And you're like, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Let me tell you what happened to me. So during my layoff around 2015, of course, I'm just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Like, I wish I had a talent. I wish I could just do something else. I was applying for jobs. And then, of course, I think they was kind of seeing my baby bump because they're like, oh, this lady's going to need leave in a couple months. Like, ugh. And then I was meditating in my closet. I think I started out as meditation and then it turned into like a crying session and I got back on the meditation. Like I was a hot mess. But what I was trying to say is in my closet, when I was doing meditation, what came to me, and sometimes, when you hear people say, the Lord spoke to me, da, 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 it was kind of like I heard it was clear. Okay. It was clear. And it didn't feel like it was me. It was something else because I could have thought of this. I don't know why I didn't. You have a business. Sorry, guys. You have a business. Treat it like a business. It'll pay you like a business. I'm like, God, I ain't got no business. Like, what you talking about? Like, what? And then it dawned on me. At the time, I had started selling I was with a beauty company and I was selling skincare and beauty products. And I wasn't selling it. I was just using it and getting a discount. And then my friends and family was kind of buying from me here and there, but it was more so of a hobby than it was a business. And I was like, okay, so right now this is my income. It's going to help me because I'm not getting hired like I want to. And it actually sustained me throughout my pregnancy. And then after that, I went back into the workforce, but I still kept that as a side hustle just to generate more income. But I probably would have never thought to take it as serious if I wasn't in that closet meditating that day. See what I mean? Okay. Guys, I hope this helped. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. I hope you got what you needed just to cope with when you got lifing, and how to freaking deal with it until you get on the other side. Because we always know we gonna get on the other side. Oh, we will get through this storm. Or we may be in the valley right now, but we will be on the mountaintop. You just wait and see. You just have to talk like that to yourself, like, because most of the time, if we didn't go through that, we wouldn't get to this place. Like, no one would be on the mountaintop if they never went in the valley. It would be no way to go. Nowhere to go up. Okay. So we have to enjoy those valley moments and know that it's going to be a learning lesson. It's going to be a learning curve. Like, something good has to come out of this. Like, every time I get in something and I'm just like, I don't like it. So I have to direct my thought and my brain to be like, something good has to come out of this, because this is not what I asked for, universe. I may have asked for it, but it's not what I meant. So it has to be something better on the other side. And so I focus on that and hone in on that. And lo and behold, I get out of it every single time. All right, that's all I have. And if you like this video, I'm sure you will like this one. And don't forget, make sure you like and subscribe. All right, bye for now.